Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Heather and this is the Fluffy Oracle. So this pick a card is going to be all about who your secret admirer is and what kind of details we can pull from them, whether what they look like, how they feel about you, if you may possibly know them or not. Whatever I get from these cards will hopefully be some awesome details for you about who this secret admirer is and may even give you a clue as to who they actually are in your daily lives and who's admiring you from afar. So your choices are pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I didn't put any objects because I wanted to see how you do with whatever pile draws to you the most and be able to pick through this one very intuitively. So please take your time and choose whichever pile you feel drawn to the most intuitively. Don't just use your eyes or look at the timestamps down below. Actually think about it for a second. If you need any extra time, take as much time as you need and pause the video now while I'm talking. Timestamps will be down below as usual in the description box, as well as in the first comment for my mobile users. If you would like to purchase any of these decks, if you're interested in any of them and adding them to your collection, I will have some affiliate links down below in the description box for you to be able to use. And I would just like to say thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing to my channel and checking me out. And without further ado, I will jump right in. Also, at the end of the reading, I will be having some Rebel deck messages for some cheeky extra guidance on this. Alrighty, so I will see you at your pile. Alrighty, so for my loves who chose pile number 1, let's jump right in and see what we get. These cards right here are going to be kind of an overview prequel to what we're going to get in the reading about your secret admirer. These over here are going to be some expanded details about the overview, and these cards down here are going to be what they look like and their personality traits and what they may exhibit. Alrighty, so let's see what we get. So we have indecision and hostilities. So they've been kind of having a battle between their head and heart about what it is exactly they want to do and how they want to approach you. And they're trying to figure out exactly what would be the right way to go about it. Whether they should go to the right or they should go to the left on the path for the way that they choose to approach you. And this indecision is causing a little bit of kind of frustration because they're so nervous about talking to you and coming up to you and approaching you. Because I feel like they're kind of like a little bit of the shy type, but once you get to know them, they're kind of like very outspoken and courageous. So let's see some expansion on those. So we have cleaning house. With this card, I feel like they are a very no-nonsense type of person once you finally do get to know them. And I also feel like they are trying to work through some kind of inner demons like right now with this indecision card as well. And to kind of spruce themselves up as well before they approach you. And then we have intention. They have nothing but the best intentions and want to start a fresh new beginning with you. And I feel like they are kind of hoping and wishing for this to come true as well. And then we have movement. So with this, I feel like they definitely want to move forward with approaching you and talking to you and kind of asking you out on a date. And they're kind of just getting the general gist by kind of looking at you from afar and kind of getting an overview of who you really are and the type of things that you actually really like, and trying to figure out the most intimate details before they approach you. Because I feel like once they do approach you and ask you out, they kind of want to come to you with this kind of sweep you off your feet type of intention is what I get with that. So let's see what we get for the details of their personalities and hopefully some details on what they like. So we have the 10 of water. With this, I'm more attracted to Buddha in this, and I get this really peaceful, happy-go-lucky type of energy, very sweet-natured and very wise and romantic as well, is what I get with this. And then we have love for number 6. So with this, I feel like they're very tender-hearted because I'm looking at the lion, and when I look at the lion, I kind of think of like Tenderheart from like the Care Bears. I don't know why, it just kind of like popped into my head. I'm not sure if Tenderheart was the line or not. Can't remember. It's been forever since I watched the Care Bears, but all I heard was tenderhearted. They're very sweet natured and also very protective once they are involved in a relationship with someone. And then we have High Priestess. They're very intuitive and they can sense how you feel, and they are very well aware of their emotions as well, but they're also very intuitive on kind of how to go about things and very strategic with planning. And then we have the King of Fire. They're very creative and very open-hearted is what I get, but they're also kind of very reserved. But they're not afraid to do something or be shy about something when they feel a certain way, or if they want to do something creative, like date-wise with you. And they're kind of trying to think of the most creative way to approach you as well with this. And I get that they are also kind of an older person. Like, I feel like they're like maybe 1 or 2 years older than some of you out there. So we have Four of Wands. With this, they're very playful, but they're also looking for a more stable, more long-term committed relationship with someone. And I feel like they are definitely seeing that type of relationship with you. And they're kind of like rejoicing and having a lot of thoughts about like where they see you guys in the future is what I get with this. We have the Three of Pentacles. They are definitely the gift-giving type because I'm attracted to the box here that he's holding and this little flower here that this little dude down here. Oh, wait, it's not a dude. It's a vase. It almost looked like a little dude presenting a flower from at first. But they are definitely the type of person who would like to give lots of gifts and shower you with lots of love and affection. And they are very, very loving with it. It's very sentimental value is what I get because I'm really attracted to the green that he's wearing. And then we have the Chariot. So with this, they're kind of like your knight in shining armor. And they kind of want to rush into you is what I get and feel with this. And I've seen quite a lot. Like, they have some dark hair, but some of them also have blonde hair because this gentleman has blonde hair and I'm really attracted to his hair in this. So for some of you, he has blonde hair or they have blonde hair. And then others of you, they have kind of like dark, almost kinky curly like hair. So I'm like, what else? What else do I get? I'll come back to that one in a second. Very confident is what I get with that. And very forward with how they are. And then we have Five of Cups. This, I don't really get the general Five of Cups meaning. I get the fact that they are kind of also reserved at this point in time and that they're kind of just holding back and kind of just chilling in the background, kind of going unnoticed, or at least trying to remain unnoticed by you. But they definitely have some love that they want to offer you. Alrighty. So I want to go back to this Chariot card though. I definitely get the sense that they have very thick, almost kinky curly like hair. Kind of tan looking, almost Spanish for some of you out there. And then what else? They're very strong, but very courageous natured and very caring and nurturing is what I get with this because I'm really attracted to this. They also might be in the medical field for some of you out there. So, and then they're also very into astrology is what I get because I'm really attracted to the Big Dipper in this card. But these are all the details that I'm getting with this. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading and that this resonates and that you kind of hopefully have an idea of who this person might be for you. So I will see you at the end for the Rebel Deck messages if you choose to stick around. But remember that those cards do have profanity in them. And if you choose not to, know that I love you. And thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing to my channel. And if you're new here, go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe button down below for me. Thank you. And I will see you next video. Alrighty, so for my Loves Who Chose pile 2, let's jump in and see what we get for you. So these cards right here are going to give us an overview look at this person and their current situation as to what's going on with them possibly. And then these are going to be some expanded messages about the overview cards. And then these down here are going to give us some extra detail about how they feel personality-wise and what they might possibly look like, if I can pick that up from the cards. So let's see what we get. So we have Broken Heart and Cornucopia. So this person's been very brokenhearted in the past. More times than they care to even actually go through is what I feel. But they still have hope for like better times ahead. And they still have a lot of love to give is what I get with this. But they are in the process of mending a broken heart right now. But I feel like they're almost done with mending it and being able to finally move on, because I feel like you've helped this person out quite a bit with helping them to heal. So I feel like you guys already know this person. So if that gives you an idea of who this person might be in your life and they've popped into your head, that's generally who it is. All right, so we have Metamorphosis. So with this, they've definitely undergone a lot of transition and a lot of changes during this time period, because they're kind of coming out of the dark and into the light is what I get with this. But they're basically finally being able to come out of their little shell in their cocoon and finally show you how beautiful and wonderful that they are, and show you how much that they've changed. And then we have Stuck in the Mud. With this, I kind of feel like they're no longer stuck, because you've helped them to get through this and to get themselves out of this type of situation, and to help them actually move forward and to see that they aren't as stuck as they thought they were. And then we have Coming to Life. You've kind of basically given them a breath of fresh air and brought them back to life and pulled them out of that kind of standstill, kind of hold you down type of moment in their life. And you've helped them to finally come back and kind of come back into the world and show the world that they're actually better than what they ever were before, and to be able to shine their light quite brighter from this transformation that they've undergone. So let's see about their personality traits and what they might possibly look like, if I can get that from these cards. So we have Nine of Water. With this, I feel like their wishes are being fulfilled and coming true with their dreams, especially with them having their eyes set on you. And I feel like you've basically been a diamond in the rough to them, and you've helped them to kind of see that the world still has something great to offer, and that person is you. And then we have the Star. You've given them a new hope, and they are hopeful for a new lasting relationship with you, because you are their dream come true. You are what they have been wishing for and hoping for. And then we have the Sun. With this, they have a new, more positive outset and look on life, because they feel quite rejuvenated and renewed by being around you, and you've been a ray of light to them and a ray of hope is what I get with this. And you've made them feel so much better, and you've given them that hope and that positivity, and you've helped pull them out of being in a hermit mode and being so shut in and behind closed doors, because they were feeling really trapped before. Even though they could let themselves out and free themselves at any point in time, you've helped them to come out of this and to come out of hiding and to finally change. And you've helped them to grow with the Seven of Pentacles. You've also helped them to not be so stingy, and to also kind of open up and release themselves, instead of being so kind of like, I need to hold on to everything I possibly have, and being so withdrawn from others. I also feel like they are an older type of person. Sorry about that. She heard somebody outside. All right. This person has also been able to open up more and have a new beginning and a fresh start with you, and to be able to give you their coin and actually see a future with you. This person, I feel, is an older person by maybe like a year, possibly two, maybe even a couple of months than you. Not very much older. And I feel like they kind of have brown hair, like kind of light sandy brown hair with this. I'm like, is there anything else that I can get? I'm not getting much other detail, but I'm pretty sure you already know who this is and you have a deep feeling of who this is because you've been helping them this entire time. So these are your messages. I do hope that this reading resonated and helped you and that you enjoyed it very much. And I want to say thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing to my videos. And if you're new here, go ahead and consider hitting that subscribe button down below for me. And I will see you guys at the ending messages for your Rebel deck pull for your cheeky guidance. Thanks, and I will see you next video. Alrighty, so for my loves who chose pile number 3, let's see what we get for you. These cards right here are going to give us a general overview of their current situation and what's going on with them. These are going to be an expanded look at what these cards are and some extra guidance. And then these cards are going to be their personality traits, kind of how they feel right now about you, and hopefully some kind of traits on how they look, if I can get that out of the cards for you guys. So let's see what we get. So we have the Sun and Angel of Love. Ooh. So I get that this person has definitely been crushing on you, and that you've definitely been a ray of hope and a ray of light to them, and that they really think you are absolutely a beautiful person, like the most beautiful person that they've ever seen in their entire life, whether you be a male or a female watching this video. I feel like this person absolutely adores you and is like head over heels in love with you. And I feel like they are really, really attracted to you, but they're also very shy and kind of like holding their heart back just a little bit because they're shy and they're not exactly sure how they want to approach you just yet with it, but they are definitely head over heels in love with you already. And I feel like they will approach you, and very soon, with this. And then we have Talisman. They are definitely really contemplating taking this journey with you and kind of like walking the path with you. And I feel like they are definitely on their way to really taking that first step and asking you out. Then we have Spirit of Place. So with this, they see you as change for them. Change and beautiful transformation with how you are as a person. And I feel like you've inspired them to change kind of who they are as well, and to kind of like be a little bit more open and not so reserved. And then we have Protecting Treasure. So with this card, the only reason they've been holding back is because obviously they've been hurt in the past and they don't want to give their heart to just anybody. So they're trying to weather this storm out in their heart and mind and make that decision in order to kind of open up and share their heart with you. And actually make that move to asking you out, because I feel like you are a definite treasure to them and they kind of regard you as such. So let's see what we get for their personality traits. So we have the Chariot. With this, once they've been able to kind of like come out of their shell a bit more with you and be more open with you and take their mask off, they'll definitely have a little bit more kind of outgoingness with you and more forward movement and be more open. Let's see, we have Moon. They're definitely very shy and withholding, and they're not always open about themselves. They are the type of person that kind of likes to keep things to a mystery. But once they are able to bring everything out into the open, they are the most honest person that you will probably ever meet, because I'm really attracted to the blue in her robe. And then we have strength. They are definitely protective over what they hold dear and most to them. And for what they actually really love and care about, they are very protective of that person. But they are also very gentle and sweet-natured as well. And then we have magician. With this, I feel like this could be an older gentleman for some of you, or an older person. And I also feel like they wear glasses. And like they have blue eyes. I'm really attracted to his blue eyes in this picture. And his glasses. So this person definitely has some glasses and some blue eyes for some of you. But they're also very wise and very knowledgeable of a lot of things. And they have everything that they need. But they are choosing to open themselves up to you and want to have a stable and committed relationship with you, because I feel like you would actually help complete them just a little bit more. And then we have Page of Coins. So with this, I feel like they're also very young at heart. And some of you, this person could be around the same age as you. I get early 20s, about 22, 23. And I also hear 26 for specifics. But they are very young-minded, but they have a lot of love to offer. And then we have justice with this. With this, I feel like they're very fair and very open-minded, and they like to do things by the book as well, but they're always like very fair and not very judgmental. They like things to be equal between you guys or in a relationship. And then we have the Knight of Swords. This person is kind of like a knight in shining armor is what I get with this, because I'm really attracted to him being a knight and his armor. He is the type of person to kind of like jump to conclusions sometimes, but he's also the type to rush in and say something when he should kind of hold himself back a little bit. So beware of that this person doesn't really hold back very much of what they say. And sometimes they can be a little bit too quick to jump. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. They're also very quick to kind of stick up for you and swoop in and take care of whatever situation is going on at the time. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. They definitely have everything that they need in life right now. They are very well off, and they really don't have too much to worry about. And I get that they have some wavy hair, because I'm really attracted to the waves in her hair. Not necessarily long hair, but wavy hair. And I get it's kind of like a sandy blonde for some of them. And then some of them, I hear they have brown hair as well. But they are also very fair-skinned for some of them. What else? That's just for a select few, all right? Not everybody. But these personality traits and their characteristics can be anybody. So generally, I like to say whoever the first person is that pops up into your mind that you have a kind of like an idea or inkling about, that's generally the person that it is. Alrighty. So these are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed this reading and that you got something out of it, even though that it's a very general reading. If you would like to book a personal reading for me, for this to be more detailed to yourself, to ask me any kind of questions, I have the link to my email down below to book a personal reading with me, as well as in my community posts, I have a February reading special that starts on February 1st. And then a couple posts below that, I do have my normal reading rates for right now, if you would like to book a personal reading with me. Other than that, I will see you in just a sec for the Rebel Deck messages. Thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing to my videos. And if you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below for me. And I will see you guys in just a sec. Alrighty, it's Rebel Deck time. So, while I'm shuffling, I'm going to make a quick announcement. If you guys would like to book a personal reading for yourselves with me to get a little bit more detailed on your situations, because these readings that I do are technically general and they are for thousands of people that watch my videos, and they are not going to resonate with pretty much just everybody with all of it. although some of it really does resonate with you guys, which is absolutely awesome. But in order to get something more detailed to yourself so that it's not so general, I suggest booking a personal reading with me. I do have a special coming up for February. Starting February 1st all the way to the end of the month of February, I have a 2-for-1. Basically 2 questions for $20, which is the normal price of my 1 question reading. So instead of 1 question, you would get 2 questions for $20. Starting February 1st, I do have quite a few spots available, so I would suggest kind of trying to book with me early. I am pretty fast on my turnaround time, but once my spots start to fill up, that's when the wait times will start to kick in. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in to seeing what we get for your Rebel deck guidance. We'll take that for pile 1. Any details that you need for all of those and my pricing are also in my community post as well. You just have to scroll through like maybe 1 or 2 to get to the February reading, and then below that it's about maybe I think 2 or 3 posts to get to all of my reading rates, because I do have more than just 1 question readings. So for the first pile, we have Spend Time with Bae. Woo! We have Make Art, Love, or Music. So with this, I feel like once you find out who the secret admirer is and they ask you out, or you ask them out, and be very bold and courageous yourselves with your beautifulness, I feel like spending some time with them is going to be most called for, whether you're having fun going to an art show or a gallery, or just doing things that you love together, or just chilling and listening to some music. That would be some awesome fun times for you guys to do together. And I feel like they would have a lot in common with you with that. And then we have Fucking Say It for pile number 2. Resentment kills the magic. So with this, speak or forever hold your peace. If you know who this person is, kind of talk to them, see where their head is at, how they feel, and kind of approach them in your own way. By all means, in your own way. You don't have to, though. You can always hold back and wait for them to come to you. But if there's something you want to say, speak up or forever hold your peace is what I get. Alrighty. So for pile number 3, we have Your Friends Miss Your Face. They need you. You need them. So with this, get out a little bit more, make some public appearances, because you're not going to kind of have this person come to your door going, can I go out on a date with you? No, it's not going to happen. Not like that. I wish. And I know we all do. It would be freaking amazing if it did. But things like that don't generally happen much anymore. So get out there, mingle, show your face a little bit, because I'm sure that they are dying to see you once again, because you seem to be absolutely the apple of their eye. So these are your messages. I do hope that you enjoyed them, and I will see you guys next video. Thanks, and have a blessed one.